Part 6. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 51. Huang Lei, Hejian, Zhang Yuxing and Pen Yuzhuan came to the cool wind cave. Wow, that's cool. I feel a little cold. Zhang Yuxing opened a large wine jar. A large smell of wine came to the nose. Wow, it's so fragrant, this wine is very mellow. Huang Lei exhaled. After beating a few caddies of sorghum wine, and then getting a cup, everyone has a glass in front of them. Zhang Zifeng is the youngest, but she is over 20 years old, and she is also the age when she can drink. Fragrant, this wine, it's really fragrant. Hejian put his nose in front of the wine glass and sniffed, and was full of praise for the taste of the sorghum wine. I haven't drunk it yet. Just smelling it, it's so fragrant. If you drink it, you don't know what it tastes like, but how delicious it is. Drink. Li Feng picked up his wine glass and greeted everyone. Li Feng doesn't shout and drink, everyone doesn't drink, this scene is a little restrained. In fact, Li Feng didn't like this feeling of restraint very much. He's a very casual person. He doesn't like to kneel to big stars, and thinks that celebrities are just individuals. At the same time, he doesn't like others to be too restrained in front of him. Come, drink, thank you for Mr. Li's wine, let's toast. Huang Lei gave full play to the demeanor of his predecessors, and immediately raised his wine glass and greeted everyone. Everyone picked up their wine glasses, touched them, and said some words of thanks to Li Feng, and then took a sip of wine gently. Wow, it's delicious, it's so delicious, this wine has a very mellow taste, there are no impurities and irritating taste, it doesn't burn the throat, and it has the most natural mellow of liquor. Hejian smashed his mouth and praised the taste of Li Feng's sorghum wine. Li Feng's sorghum wine is really delicious, especially delicious. Well, what Mutai, Wulianjai, Jiananshan, and Dream Blue, compared with Mr. Li's sorghum wine, they are too far behind. Zhang Yuxing also said. Sister Yang, Diliba, Pen Yuzhuan, and Zhang Zifeng rarely drink alcohol, they don't know much about wine, but they still have a basic feeling, and they know that Li Feng's sorghum wine tastes good. Huang Lei nodded and said, Mr. Li's sorghum wine does not belong to the sauce-flavored liquor, nor does it belong to the strong aroma liquor, this is the fragrant liquor brewed by the local method, and now the hottest liquor in our market is still the sauce-flavored liquor represented by Mutai, and the strong aroma type represented by Wulianjai, and the market of fragrant liquor has been squeezed to only a small living space. The taste is very good, and it is still very delicious, such as Fenjiu, which is a very representative fragrant liquor. Everyone listened carefully to Huang Lei's comments. Huang Lei has a wealth of knowledge, and everyone knows it. Huang Lei is also very familiar with liquor. Mr. Huang still knows how to drink, it's amazing. Of course Huang Zioku understands wine, looking at his fat belly, he is a typical wine jar. Teacher Huang Lei really has a wide range of knowledge and knows a lot, I really admire the knowledgeable teacher Huang. Is my husband's self-brewed sorghum wine so delicious? I really want to drink with my husband for a night until I get drunk and can't wake up. Haha, a flower in the breeze, you want to get drunk with teacher Li Feng and do something bad, right? A flower in the breeze, don't break the old lady, don't see through it. Is there a link to sorghum wine? I want to buy a jar for my old father. On the link, quickly on the link, even if it's a few $1,000s a jar, I'm willing to buy it. Why don't you go to the link, the yearning has changed, it has become impure, and you used to have to link to promote agricultural products. Hey, this wine, I'm hungry when I look at it. On major online live broadcast platforms, the audience is particularly curious about the sorghum wine brewed by Li Feng. There are Li Feng's female fans, who threaten to get drunk with Li Feng, and this purpose is naturally obvious, that is, She wants to have something indescribable with Li Feng. More audiences want to drink the sorghum wine brewed by Li Feng. The main thing is to watch Huang Lei and them drink so much. This is not like pretending. Only the feeling of true feelings can achieve such a natural expression response. Li Feng drank 2 sips of sorghum wine, and he felt very strange. The sorghum wine he brewed himself was very delicious. However, this sorghum wine, compared with before, tastes better and has been upgraded by more than 1 grade. Before, even if this sorghum wine was delicious, it was within the normal range of a local wine. Now, the taste of this sorghum wine is clearly out of range. Otherwise, Huang Lei and the others would not have reacted so much, saying that this sorghum wine is better than Mutai Wulyanjai. It seems that I sprinkle Reiki water in the wine jar, it has an effect. This will soon be effective. My Reiki water can change the quality of sorghum wine. As long as I add a drop of Reiki water to the wine jar, it can improve the quality of sorghum wine by more than 10 times. Li Feng thought so in his heart. After binding the whole class system, he sprinkled Reiki water into the sorghum wine, just to see if the aura could help the wine in addition to being able to change animals and plants. Now it seems that Reiki water has a very big effect on changing the drink. Knowing that aura water can change the drink, Li Feng is also very happy. Everyone continued to eat and drink. This delicious sorghum wine, coupled with the delicious farmhouse dishes made by Huang Lei, and this slow-paced leisurely life, can bring everyone a particularly beautiful experience. It's a treat on the tip of the tongue. It is more about mental relaxation. Again, the high-quality experience of life. I envy this leisurely life. This is the life I yearn for. Hey, I'm a 007 overtime dog, coming to see other people's good lives, and I'm also looking for abuse myself. This is the life of a person, a big yard, eating organic food, drinking pure sorghum wine, teasing snakes and walking dogs and playing white foxes. This small day is called leisurely and romantic. This is the life you yearn for. This is the of the days of the gods. I really want to live in seclusion with Li Feng's husband, just live in seclusion for the rest of my life, and live this kind of life as a fairy couple. On major online live broadcast platforms, the audience reacted fiercely. Watching Li Feng and Huang Lei eat and drink, and enjoy this leisurely life, they are all very envious. When he was full of food and drink, Li Feng ordered, "Lao Huang, teacher He, Yuxing, Peng Peng, you clean up and wash the dishes." "What a?" Huang Lei nodded. "Teacher Li, why do you only call the 4 of us, Zai Feng, Sister Yang and Reba?" Zhang Yuxing looked at Li Feng and asked jokingly. "They went out with me to bask in the sun and eat melon seeds." Li Feng said. "Ah, h." Zhang Yuxing poked his chest with his hand and made a very hurt expression. "Ha ha." Sister Yang, Diliba, and Zhang Zifeng all laughed heartily. "Teacher Li, you still have to perform knife skills." Zhang Yuxing reminded Li Feng again. "When you're done cleaning up, I'll perform again." Li Feng said. Then, Li Feng walked out of the stove room. Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba followed Li Feng's footsteps, and also walked out of the stove room and came to the courtyard outside. They all leaned on rattan chairs, eating sunflowers, pumpkin seeds, fried peanuts, drinking cold Layan tea, basking in the sun and blowing the breeze. This state was also very refreshing. Hey, the treatment of beauties is different. Inside the stove room, Zhang Yuxing sighed while washing the dishes and chopsticks. "Haha, do you need to say it? Mr. Li, a master of the world, is still inevitably vulgar, and he still treats beauties very differently." He Jiang smiled. For Li Feng's arrangement, He Jiang is quite acceptable. "Don't say more, wash the dishes quickly. Mr. Li gives us the land and ingredients, and gives us wine. We should do these things well, wash the dishes and chopsticks, and we will clean up the stove room and clean the ground again." Huang Lei arranged it. Everyone still obeyed Huang Lei's arrangement. If you want to continue to eat and drink here with Li Feng in the future, you have to make Li Feng happy. Please support your brothers and sisters. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 52. Huang Lei and the others, after washing the dishes and chopsticks, did the cleaning and sanitation of the stove again. Then, Huang Lei and they walked out. Huang Lei said to Li Feng, who was eating melon seeds, "This, Mr. Li, we have washed the dishes and chopsticks, and the kitchen has also been cleaned. Now, please perform a peerless knife technique, he he." Huang Lei also wanted to see Li Feng perform his sword technique very much. Last time, Li Feng cut a shredded potato, and in just a few seconds, it shocked everyone, and Huang Lei felt that he hadn't seen enough. Li Feng got up and walked in the direction of the kitchen. Everyone followed Li Feng again, and entered the kitchen. Li Feng picked up the kitchen knife, set up the cutting board, got a cucumber, and the peeled potatoes, and said, "I'll show you how to cut shredded potatoes and cut cucumber slices." "Okay, Mr. Li, please," Huang Lei said. "Lao Huang, you have to watch it carefully. It's best to learn my knife skills. Next time I cook, improve my knife skills," Li Feng said to Huang Lei. Okay, I'll try my best, Mr. Li." Huang Lei nodded without falling. Li Feng immediately cut vegetables. First of all, cut the shredded potatoes. Li Feng cut the shredded potatoes, the same as last time, threw the potatoes into the air, and then immediately waved the knife with his right hand. Boom! I saw the light of the sword. In an instant, this potato, right in the air, was cut by a kitchen knife. Everyone only saw the swords, and felt that Li Feng's posture of swinging the knife was very handsome and compelling. Especially Sister Yang and Diliba, they were both seeing Li Feng wielding a knife for the first time, and they were reluctant to turn their eyes. "Wow, it's so handsome, this knife technique is too domineering." Sister Yang sighed in her heart. "Li Feng is so powerful, who is he? Why do you live in seclusion in a place like Daowen village?" Diliba's heart is also very curious about Li Feng. Anyway, Sister Yang and Diliba have the same mentality towards Li Feng now. They both think that Li Feng is extremely powerful. They are extremely curious about Li Feng's identity in their hearts. They don't know why Li Feng is so young but so capable, and they are even more curious about Li Feng's purpose of living in Daowen village. In less than 10 seconds, Li Feng stopped. A single potato, all of which he had shredded, and the shredded potatoes were arranged in a porcelain plate very regularly. €1/4 1/4 Y. That's it? Sister Yang and Diliba were even more shocked, and they were amazed in their hearts. They immediately walked over to see Li Feng's shredded potatoes. "Wow, it's so fine, it's so well proportioned, it's so well cut." Sister Yang grabbed a few shredded potatoes and felt that the evenly cut shredded potatoes were simply works of art. Diliba also leaned over to watch. Shredded potatoes, cutting Li Feng so finely and so evenly, is difficult in itself, but a chef with superb knife skills can still do it, but it requires some skills. However, it is too difficult to cut like Li Feng, throw the potatoes into the air, and then swing the knife to cut them like this. Even if it is a celebrity chef in a 7-star hotel, it is difficult to have such a technique. Not to mention anything else, with Li Feng's hand speed, everyone can't do it. Why is his hand so fast? Is it because he's been single for a long time? Sister Yang's heart became curious, so she looked at Li Feng, and then her own face turned crimson. "I'll cut the cucumber." Again. Li Feng immediately picked up the cucumber. This time, Li Feng didn't play any Sao operation, did not throw the cucumber into the air, but placed the cucumber on the cutting board, then held the cucumber with his left hand, and cut it naturally with the knife in his right hand. Of course, Li Feng's hand speed was as fast as ever. Knock. Knock, knock. Huang Lei and the others heard the kitchen knife and the cutting board collide, making a knocking sound. At the same time, my eyes were still dazzled, and I saw the kitchen knife rise and fall at a very fast speed. 8 seconds, Li Feng put the knife down. €OEI 1/4 Yi 1/4 Y. Everyone looked at the cucumbers on the cutting board and didn't see anything special, they were cut off naturally. This kind of knife skill can be done as long as you are a qualified chef. Li Feng, at most, it is faster. And speed can also be trained. Huang Lei was curious, walked over, and grabbed the cucumber that Li Feng had cut. Wow! When Huang Lei grabbed it, he found that although this cucumber was cut into slices, each slice was not broken, and the slices were completely connected to each other. It is not difficult to cut the cucumber into well-proportioned slices in a short time. However, ensuring that each piece is connected to each other is not something that ordinary people can do. And Li Feng did it. Li Feng still did it in such a short time. Huang Lei and the others were once again impressed by Li Feng's peerless sword technique. When Huang Lei opened the whole cucumber slice, he found that these cucumber slices were connected together, and they also constituted a complete picture, which had a dragon and a phoenix on it, forming a state of dragon flying and phoenix dancing. Wow, the dragon flies and the phoenix dances, this is a painting. Diliba was so surprised that she took out her phone and filmed the scene. Huang Lei, Hejian, and Zhang Yuxing had the same reaction as Diliba, and they were all surprised, and they all felt that Li Feng's technique was too domineering. Just cut it so casually, and actually cut out the dragon flying phoenix dance pattern. The key Li Feng's time to cut vegetables was only a few seconds. Mr. Li, I admire your knife technique, and I really admire. After being stunned for a few seconds, Huang Lei looked at Li Feng as if he was looking at a god. Li Feng smiled and asked Huang Lei, "Old Huang, I let you learn, have you learned?" "Well, this." Huang Lei immediately scratched his head, looked at Li Feng with a very embarrassed expression, and said, "This, Teacher Li, your sword technique is too expressive, the disciple is stupid, I haven't learned it." Ha. Seeing Mr. Huang Lei's embarrassed appearance, like a simple man, He Jiang and Zhang Yuxing all felt very funny. Teacher Huang Lei is knowledgeable, superb in cooking, modest, and very respected in the entertainment industry, and has always been the image of a big brother in the Yearning program group. In front of Li Feng, the image shown by Huang Lei is really the appearance of a timid elementary school student. This contrast looks really funny. Well, it's okay, learn slowly, practice slowly, it's okay to be stupid, diligence can make up for clumsiness, stupid birds fly first. Li Feng said lightly. Yes. Huang Lei nodded without falling. Please vote for it. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 53. Live broadcast rooms of major online platforms. The audience, like chicken blood, boiled. Especially the audience who joined the live broadcast room and didn't watch Li Feng's peerless sword technique last time. This time they finally saw Li Feng's peerless knife technique. There are also many viewers who come here because of the peerless sword technique. Today, I finally saw Li Feng show the peerless sword technique. This knife technique, 666. Why is Li Feng's hand speed so fast? Is this the hand speed of a single dog? The anchor can't be a single dog, right? He's so handsome, and he has so many talents, many girls like him. I think Sister Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Sister Reba all like him. What a powerful knife technique. The old man has been walking the rivers and lakes for 20 years, and this is the first time I have seen such a magical knife. Cutting potatoes in the air, I thought it was very powerful, but I didn't expect cucumbers to be cut into dragon flying phoenix dance picture. This technique is really domineering. I only have a sentence to express my mood. The audience in the live broadcast room left messages one after another, and they were all shocked by Li Feng's peerless sword technique. Everyone swiped the screen, gave rewards, and gave gifts, pushing the popularity of the live broadcast room to a new high. Li Feng and the others had already walked out of the stove room and came to the courtyard. It's just over 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the warmest time of the day. Everyone sat leisurely in Li Feng's courtyard, drinking Lian tea, eating sunflowers and pumpkin seeds. The big black dog, the little green snake and the little white fox are playing by themselves in the courtyard, and the whole feeling is very harmonious. Now, Huang Lei and the others are not afraid of the green snake, knowing that this is Li Feng's pet, she will not bite indiscriminately. Fortunately, the big rooster is not here. If the big rooster is here, Zhang Yuxing will definitely be scared to run all over the yard again. After resting for an hour, Li Feng instructed Huang Lei and them to help repair the courtyard. Under Li Feng's arrangement, these 7 big stars began to divide labor and help Li Feng repair the courtyard. Zhang Zifeng, De Liba, and Sister Yang are girls, and they do relatively easy tasks, such as pruning flowers and plants. Huang Lei, Hejian, Zhang Yuxing and Penyuji did other heavier work. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Huang Lei and the others were all tired and out of breath. Li Feng said, "Today's courtyard is repaired, let's go here, you can rest for a while." "What a rest?" Huang Lei and the others immediately stopped and drank a few sips of cold Lian tea first. The taste of Lian tea itself is quite special, and the well water in Li Feng's old well is particularly delicious, and the Lian tea boiled with old well water has a higher taste. When everyone was almost rested, the assistant director of the program team came over and arranged for everyone. "Now, we have a new task." "What kind of task?" Huang Lei and the others all looked at the assistant director. "Helping Li Feng work, he is already very tired, his body is tired, and he still has to do tasks, he is really afraid that he will not be able to come." The assistant director said, "The next task is to catch fish." "Catch fish?" Huang Lei and the others were puzzled. "What kind of god operation is the program team going to play?" The assistant director said, "Yes, it is to catch fish. Next, your task is to go to the rice field to catch fish. There are a lot of rice field fish in the rice field. This kind of ecological fish, the meat quality is very good, the taste is particularly good. You have to catch 50 catties of fish to complete the task. Exchange 50 catties of fish for rice and vegetables tonight. You can't help but complete the task of the program team. Always eat at Mr. Li Feng's house, right?" "Hey, this task, it's a pit, 50 catties of fish, how difficult it is to catch." Zhang Yuxing began to scold the program group. The assistant director said, 50 catties of fish, it's okay, 7 of you, 1 person on average, only catch a little more than 7 catties. If you are lucky to catch a big grass carp, it will weigh 7 catties. Zhang Yuxing said, "Then, if we catch more than 50 catties of fish, is there an additional reward?" The assistant director said, "If it exceeds 50 catties, the excess fish, you can keep it yourself, you can raise it and eat it slowly, or you can dry it to make dried fish. In addition to fish in the rice field, there are also yellow eels, crayfish, loaches. If you can get the yellow eel, they all belong to you. The premise is to complete the task of 50 catties of fish. Remember, there is a time limit for the completion of the task. The program team will give you an hour to complete the task." "An hour, so short?" Zhang Yuxing complained again. "This is the task, it is the setting of the program team, you must obey unconditionally. Hurry up, go catch fish early, it's getting dark when it's late, you don't want to run out of food tonight, right?" The assistant director didn't take Zhang Yuxing's complaint seriously, so he said with a smile, "Hey." Zhang Yuxing could only sigh deeply. Let's go catch the fish. Huang Lei stood up. Although Huang Lei also loves the program group, but scare and actual action are two different things. To record a program, you still have to talk about professional ethics. The life you yearn for is to show the real life, and they, the big stars, have to cooperate with the program team to complete the task and present high-quality content to the audience. When Zhang Zifeng came to Li Feng's side, he gently leaned on Li Feng's side, and naturally grabbed Li Feng's elbow, and said to Li Feng coquettishly, "Brother Li Feng, can you also accompany us to catch fish?" A euro ei 1/4 ye 1/4 ye 1/4 ye 1/4 y. Huang Lei, as well as the audience in the live broadcast room, were extremely surprised. "Sister, what's wrong? Her painting style is getting more and more wrong." Before, Sister Zifeng had always been relatively reserved, and she didn't talk much. And now, my sister not only talks more, but in front of Li Feng, she is like a girl who has just fallen in love, and the world is full of Li Feng. Just go catch a fish, she has to take the initiative to invite Li Feng to go with her. Huang Lei and the others also hope that Li Feng can agree to Sister Zifeng. If Li Feng agreed, he would have one more right-hand man to catch fish. Although they said that they had never seen Li Feng catch fish, they had a hunch that Li Feng was also a good hand at catching fish. A strong man like Li Feng, catching fish is a piece of cake, right? Huang Lei immediately pouted at Sister Yang and Diliba, and his eyes blinked, suggesting that Sister Yang and Diliba also went to persuade Li Feng. Sister Yang and Diliba Bingxiu were smart and immediately understood Huang Lei's intentions. Sister Yang and Diliba also approached Li Feng. "Brother Li Feng, come with us to catch fish." Sister Yang pouted, especially cute. "Xiao Feng, come catch fish with us." Diliba also stretched out her lilac tongue towards Li Feng, putting on a playful, cute, and quirky look. "Okay, catch the fish." Li Feng nodded. "Anyway, in broad daylight now, it's good to have nothing to do and catch fish." Li Feng is also interested in catching fish. He grew up in Daowen village since he was a child, and he often went down to the ditch and rice field to catch fish, poke yellow eels and catch crabs. Relatively speaking, it is more fun to catch fish in the ditch. The river water is clear and more comfortable, but it is troublesome to catch fish in the river, and it is difficult to catch fish without the assistance of skills and tools. Catching fish in the rice field is relatively easy. After all, the rice field is closed, and the water in the rice field is not very deep, so the fish will not run very fast. "Yay!" Sister Yang called out happily. Li Feng agreed to go catch fish together, which was great. The audience in the major live broadcast room saw that Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba, the three beautiful stars, all invited Li Feng to catch fish, showing a flattering gesture in front of Li Feng, especially gentle. They were all envious, jealous, and hateful. Man, with this treatment, it is really to wake up laughing when you fall asleep. And Li Feng's female fans all made crying expressions, watching their husbands being hooked up by three beautiful stars. They wanted to cry without tears. They all felt that they were under a lot of pressure. Li Feng was so handsome, they all liked it very much, but big stars like Diliba also liked Li Feng. How could this be good? Please support your brothers and sisters. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 54. Arrived at the rice field arranged by the program team, and after everyone put on the waterproof boots prepared by the program team, the countdown began to enter the fishing trap. Waterproof boots are worn to the field, which can not only be waterproof, but also prevent being bitten by insects in the paddy fields such as leeches. The filming of the show is to present it truthfully, but the safety issue must also be guaranteed. Li Feng didn't wear boots, he didn't need them at all. Li Feng is not afraid of leeches. "Ah, there's a big carp here, at least 3 pounds. Huang Lei went down to the field and saw a big carp for the first time, and he was so excited that he immediately stretched out his hands and grabbed it in the direction of the big carp. Huang Lei's hand caught the big carp in an instant. Just when Huang Lei was overjoyed, the big carp suddenly broke free from his hand. Then the big carp sprang out all at once. By the time Huang Lei reacted and wanted to catch the big carp had already run out several meters away, and Huang Lei couldn't catch up at all. Ah, it's not easy to catch fish. Huang Lei was very disappointed. Ha. He Jiang smiled and said, Mr. Huang, it must not be easy to catch fish. In this way, we have to think of a way. Simply, let's join hands to catch fish, drive the fish to one place, and catch them again, so that we can always catch some. We have to cooperate. If we fight alone, we will definitely not be able to complete the task of catching 50 fish in an hour. Okay. Huang Lei nodded and said, Teacher He, Yuxing, Peng, come, let's work together to catch fish. Why didn't Huang Lei call Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba? Because, Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang and Diliba are now incarnated as Li Feng's little fan sisters, closely following Li Feng's side, and shouting for Li Feng to teach them how to catch fish. Li Feng is also more patient with these three beautiful stars, so he patiently taught them the skills of catching fish. Catch fish, don't be anxious, don't catch the fish when you see it, but pay attention to a skill. For example, you look at this crucian carp, there are about 8 tails. If you reach out now to catch it, it is 100% unable to catch it. We have to find a way, this crucian carp to a dead-end direction. You see, there are a few nests of dense rice in front. We try to drive the crucian carp to the front, and after it gets into the rice nest, we have a chance to take advantage of it. Li Feng pointed to a big crucian carp in front of him and said to the three beautiful stars. After finishing speaking, Li Feng immediately stretched out his hand, pounded water in the rice field, and then swam away with the big crucian carp. The big crucian carp immediately rushed into the nest of the lush rice field, and then Li Feng immediately reached over, grabbed the rice first, trapped the big crucian carp, and then used his skills to catch the big crucian carp. Yes, brother Li Feng, catch the big crucian carp. Zhang Zifeng shouted happily. Li Feng threw the big crucian carp into the bucket. Li Feng caught this big crucian carp weighing 7 or 8 caddies. Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba were all very, very happy, just as happy as if they had caught a fish. Huang Lei, He Jiang, Zhang Yuxing, and Peng Yu advocated that they were still catching fish, and the four of them joined forces, but they were not able to catch a fish, and Li Feng had already caught the fish first. Sure enough, Li Feng is still capable of doing a lot. Even if it is to catch a fish, Li Feng is still a lot of cattle X. Huang Lei and the others envied Li Feng, but at the same time, they were still very happy, because if Li Feng caught fish quickly, they would be able to complete the task of catching 50 caddies of fish in an hour as soon as possible. Zifeng, Sister Yang, Reba, you guys, let's try it too, catch fish the way I said. Li Feng said to Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba. Zhang Zifeng and the others immediately followed the method taught by Li Feng to catch fish. After all, it was the first time for them to go down to the rice field to catch fish, even if Li Feng passed on the skills and demonstrated them again, but the difficulty of actual operation was still quite large, and it was really not so easy to catch fish. However, they were not discouraged, so they tried a few more times, and still caught some small crucian carp. On Huang Lei's side, the four of them joined forces and also caught some fish, and also caught a carp weighing more than a caddy. Everyone slowly caught the fish, and they were confident that they would be able to get together 50 caddies of fish in an hour. Now everyone's goal is bigger, that is, they want to catch more fish, if they can exceed 50 caddies of fish, so that they can eat delicious rice field ecological fish tonight. And Li Feng, he is alone, he flies himself, he doesn't need any skills at all, he reaches out and goes down to the field, and he can catch fish casually, and they are all big fish. In less than 10 minutes, Li Feng caught a large bucket of fish alone. The program team immediately weighed the big bucket of fish caught by Li Feng and weighed it, a total of 63 catties. Wow, Mr. Li grabbed 63 pounds alone, and our task has been overfulfilled. With Teacher Li here, we will have delicious fish soup to eat tonight. It's so cool, ha ha ha. Huang Lei and the others were all very happy, and at the same time, they were also amazed by Li Feng's strength in catching fish. Any fish, under Li Feng's hands, can't escape. 666, this fishing technique, this is the first time I have seen. My husband is very good at catching fish. I don't know if my husband is good at catching the white rabbit. How many times have you caught a fish to have such skill? This season's yearning, the protagonist is not Mr. Huang at all, but Mr. Li Feng, right? Mr. Li Feng's current popularity is no worse than that of a big star. I love Mr. Li so much. Why do I feel so relieved when I watch catching fish? I envy Teacher Li Feng, catch fish with a big beauty, my little Reba. Hey, if I can catch fish with Sister Zai Feng, Sister Yang, and Reba, I don't want this stable job, I don't have any other hobbies, I just like to catch fish. The audience in the live broadcast rooms of major online platforms were particularly envious when they watched Li Feng take Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and De Liba to catch fish. Catching fish is very decompressing in itself. And wouldn't it be more decompressing and comfortable to catch fish with beautiful celebrities? Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 55. Li Feng continued to catch fish, and caught a large bucket in a few minutes, which was also more than 50 catties. Huang Lei and them, now they have no pressure, anyway, they have overfulfilled the task, they can't eat the rest of the fish tonight, and the excess fish will be made into dried fish. Huang Lei, they are now enjoying the process of catching fish. Not to mention, catching fish in the rice field is really interesting. The process of this experience is very comfortable, and the sense of harvest after catching the fish is also very strong, and this sense of harvest is different from the sense of harvest of working in the city to earn wages. Li Feng stopped catching fish next, he began to poke yellow eels, detain crayfish, and catch loaches. Zifeng, Sister Yang, Reba, do you want me to teach you how to poke the yellow eel? Li Feng asked Zhang Zifeng and the others. No, 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 no. Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and De Liba all just shook their heads. Brother Li Feng, I only catch fish, I don't dare to stab the yellow eel, I'm most afraid of snakes, yellow eel, these animals, it's terrifying to look at. Zhang Zifeng said. Well, I don't dare to catch yellow eels, I like to eat yellow eels, spicy yellow eels, panlong yellow eels, they are all delicious. Sister Yang said. The eel is boiled in hot pot, it is also delicious, and the yellow eel is very nutritious, but I don't dare to catch it, I am afraid that I will be bitten by the yellow eel. De Liba said. Ha ha. Li Feng smiled. They didn't dare to catch the yellow eel, which was also expected by Li Feng. Since the three beautiful celebrities didn't dare to catch the yellow eel, Li Feng naturally wouldn't force it. Li Feng began to poke yellow eels, detain crayfish, and catch loaches from his own. Under Li Feng's hands, no yellow eel, crayfish, or loach could escape, but now the fish in the rice field have escaped. Li Feng soon made half a bucket of yellow eel, which weighed 30 or 40 pounds, and also caught a lot of crayfish and loaches. In the evening, it was really a blessing, so much delicious food. Huang Lei and them, the skills of catching fish, are becoming more and more skilled, and finally they also caught a lot of rice field fish. Ah, h. At this time, De Liba suddenly screamed, and her body was about to fall towards the rice field. What's wrong with you? Li Feng's eyes were quick, and he suddenly stepped to De Liba's side, stretched out a helping hand, and easily supported De Liba. Because of the urgency of the situation, Li Feng didn't think about it so much, he just wanted to help Di Ali Jerba and avoid Di Ali Jerba from being thrown into the rice field, which made Li Feng's left hand very skillfully drag Di Ali Jerba's buttocks, and Li Feng's right hand was placed in Diliba's murderous position. Kaed, thank you. Thank you. Diliba felt terrified. It's okay, Reba, what's wrong with you? Why did you almost fall down just now? Li Feng's hands were still on Diliba's body, so he straightened Diliba's body first, and then asked. Diliba, Xiao Feng, I just caught something slippery and scared me, so I accidentally slipped again and almost fell, thank you for saving me. Oh, that's it, you're welcome. Li Feng said lightly. Xiao Feng, can you let go of your hands first? Diliba said to Li Feng a little shyly. Oh. Li Feng was not embarrassed, his hand was placed in a special position on Diliba's body, but he really didn't mean it, he just saved Di Ali Jerba in a hurry. Li Feng can have a clear conscience, he doesn't have the heart to eat Diliba tofu at all, really. And Diliba, although she said that her face was red and she looked very shy, she didn't blame Li Feng in her heart. Was rescued by Li Feng, Diliba still thanked out of instinct. Diliba also knew in her heart that Li Feng had to take action just now in order to save her, and in that case, Li Feng could not have so many fancy intestines. Was touched by Li Feng, she didn't blame Li Feng, she wasn't angry, but shy, but there was a strange and exciting emotion in her heart, and even an enjoyable experience. It is also because Li Feng is handsome, and Li Feng is versatile, Diliba does not have any antipathy towards Li Feng, and most of it is a kind of appreciation, or even an admiration. In the online live broadcast room, the longing audience saw Li Feng go to save Di Ali Reba, and they met Di Ali Reba, and everyone's reactions were different. Husband, where do you put your hand? Don't you love me? Do you want to fall in love with Fat Di? Woo woo woo, my Fat Di, my goddess. Defiled by Teacher Li. Teacher Li Feng did it on purpose, right? Why did he touch Reba's? Wow, why is Fat Di blushing? Does Fat Di like Li Feng? Husband, you quickly put down Fat Di, don't catch Fat Di, you have to catch it, come and catch my. Many viewers left messages in the live broadcast room. It's an hour, please go ashore. When the hour is up, the assistant director immediately beckons everyone to the deadline for the task. It's time. Huang Lei and the others washed their hands in the rice field, and then went ashore one after another, took off their waterproof boots, and then put on clean shoes and socks. The fish caught, the staff of the program team waited, there were more than 200 caddies in total, more than 100 caddies more than the task, of course, it was all up to Li Feng's help, Li Feng caught more than 100 caddies of fish alone. There are dozens of caddies of yellow eels, 10 caddies of crayfish, and several caddies of loaches, these are all caught by Li Feng casually, Li Feng didn't work hard to catch them, he just grabbed them leisurely and had fun. Tonight, you can have a full fish feast, so many fish, you can make braised fish, crucian carp soup, grilled fish, sweet and sour fish, chopped pepper fish. Huang Lei has already begun to plan how to process these fish at night. Wow wow, Mr. Huang, when you say that, I'm going to drool. Diliba said. Fat Di is Fat Di, she is a snack. Haha, let's go back, process fish at night, this season's show, interesting, fun, I enjoy the experience of catching fish, and it is all up to Mr. Li to help us catch fish together, so that I can enjoy the process of catching fish with peace of mind. Huang Lei said. Yes, it's all up to Mr. Li. He Jiang also said immediately. Everyone happily went home. Li Feng asked for dozens of caddies of fish, and he wanted to take them back to feed the big black dog, the little green snake and the little white fox. This kind of ecological fish does not need to be cooked, and these cuties like to eat it. In particular, the little white fox likes to eat raw rice field fish very much. The program team and Huang Lei, of course, happily shared dozens of caddies of fish to Li Feng. "Mr. Li, let's come to the mushroom house later, eat fish at night, I will process it, and Mr. Li can also give me instructions on how to make fish." Huang Lei looked at Li Feng with an expectant expression in his eyes. "Okay, you guys go back to the mushroom house first, take care of the fish, don't worry about getting out of the pot first, wait for me to come," Li Feng said. "Thank you, Mr. Li." Huang Lei was so happy. Li Feng is willing to go to the mushroom house with a face, which is a good sign, which also implies that Li Feng is willing to instruct him to make fish. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 56. Li Feng carried the fish and returned to his small courtyard first. He threw the fish in the stone trough, and the big black dog, the little green snake, the little white fox, and the big rooster all came to eat the fresh rice field fish. Then, Li Feng carried the bamboo basket, went to the vegetable field to pick a little fresh vegetables, and also picked some spices, and walked in the direction of the mushroom house. It's late afternoon, and the temperature drops down at this time, even the mushroom house seems cooler. Mosquito repellent equipment is also on, and there are no mosquitoes in the mushroom house. Teacher Li is here. Seeing Li Feng arrive, Huang Lei and the others were very happy. "Lao Huang, how are the fish preparing?" Li Feng looked at Huang Lei and immediately asked. Huang Lei said, "Teacher Li, the fish in the pot tonight are ready." "That's fine." Li Feng nodded. Then, Li Feng gave Huang Lei the vegetables and seasonings, chili strips, he picked, and also instructed some skills in making fish. "Thank you, Mr. Li. Tonight, Mr. Li, you can try my craft and see if there is any progress." Huang Lei was very happy to make fish. Huang Lei hit the main force, Zhang Yuxing burned the fire, He Jian cut vegetables, and Pen Yu advocated doing something on the side. Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba were originally going to help, but Huang Lei said that there were too many people to turn the stove, so he asked 3 beautiful stars to accompany Li Feng. Zhang Zifeng held an acoustic guitar and began to play the guitar, singing softly. "Wow, Zifeng sings so well." When Zhang Zifeng finished singing a pop song, Sister Yang and Diliba both clapped their hands in welcome. "Sister Yang, Sister Reba, you also sing a song, and I will accompany you." Zhang Zifeng looked at Sister Yang and Diliba. "It's still Brother Li Feng who sings, listening to Mr. He, they say that Brother Li Feng singing and playing the flute are all a must, and they are amazing." Sister Yang immediately shirked it, and then looked at Li Feng, wanting to listen to Li Feng sing. "That's right, let Xiao Feng sing." Diliba also said. "Brother Li Feng, are you willing to sing?" "Actually, I want to hear you sing too." Zhang Zifeng looked at Li Feng, with a touch of expectation on his face. Li Feng smiled and said, "Sister Yang, Reba, sing first, I'll sing later, I can't sing alone, how boring." "Okay, Sister Yang, Sister Reba, you sing, Brother Li Feng is going to sing, you must sing first, otherwise you won't hear Brother Li Feng sing tonight, what a pity." Zhang Zifeng immediately said this to Sister Yang and Diliba. "Okay, then, Reba, you come first." Sister Yang said to Diliba. "Okay, I'll come first, I'll sing my own song, let's sing a song Poems in Fire, Peng Peng, come and sing Poems in Fire with me, I will sing the female voice, you will sing the male voice." Diliba immediately greeted Pen Yuzhao. Pen Yuchen frowned, with a very embarrassed expression, and said, "Sister Reba, my voice can't sing the feeling of being unexpected." Into a Poem in Fire is a song sung by Diliba and Mao Bai, and it is the ending song of the TV series Fire Like a Song. Mao Bai, as a new generation of music, his voice line is very special. It is true, it is difficult to imitate, and it is difficult to find a second person in the circle who can sing Mao Bai's kind of voice. Even if Penyuchen's singing skills are more skilled, Penyuchen really can't sing the feeling of Mao Bai. This feeling is really difficult and difficult to do. What are you afraid of? You can't sing Mao's unexpected feelings, sing your own feelings. Hurry up, come and cooperate with my sister. If you don't come to cooperate with my sister, we won't be able to hear Teacher Li singing. Diliba continued to invite Penyu. I've heard Teacher Li play the flute and sing, but you and Sister Yang haven't heard it, ha ha ha. Penyuchen smiled and said, if I don't come, you and Sister Yang won't be able to hear Teacher Li singing. Peng Peng, are you itching your skin? Diliba immediately got up, walked to the stove, and directly grabbed Penyu Zhuan's ear. Sister Yang and Zhang Zifeng also walked over to help, and then the three beautiful stars forcibly brought Penyucheo over. Penyu advocated struggling and resisting. You barbarian women! Penyuxiang shouted. Humph, hurry up, sing. Diliba and the others, regardless of Penyu's resistance, forcibly pulled Penyuchen over. Ha 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 ha. Huanglei and Hejian, seeing Penyujian being so neatly organized by several beauties, they all laughed back and forth. Teacher Huang, you have no conscience, you don't help me, and you still laugh. Penyuxiang resisted. In the end, Penyu's resistance was ineffective, he was still pulled over, and obediently cooperated with Diliba to sing into a poem in fire. Ha ha ha, Peng Peng's resistant look, it's fun. Is my Reba so violent? I didn't expect these girls to be so fierce, ha ha ha, what a fierce girl, Peng Peng seems to be a little. My sister, such a quiet sister, has been led astray by Sister Yang and Reba. Reba, put away your magical powers. In the live broadcast rooms of major online platforms, the audience saw Penyukian being forcibly pushed over by three beautiful stars, and everyone thought that this picture looked particularly funny. Mainly, it is rare to see such a violent and wild side of these beautiful celebrities. Especially Sister Zifeng, she has always been very quiet. And in order to listen to Li Feng sing, Sister Zifeng can be regarded as a free man? She doesn't care about her quiet lady image. The live broadcast room was very lively. Waited until Zhang Zifeng started playing the acoustic guitar, Diliba and Penyuchen started singing, and the audience in the live broadcast room listened to the song quietly and brushed up on some gifts. Diliba, people often say that at the end of the world, when there is poverty step by step, why is it exhausted? I can't stand this lovesickness, the frost melts into words, and the flowers bloom to write poems, but I am not good at this word. Penyu advocated, who sent me to the cold winter, when the spring is warm, I will invalidate life and death once, Fi Hung crosses the snow to chase the sun and add white silk, the pain comes to an abrupt end, and love is the thorn of joy at the fingertips. Diliba, recite a few words for my heart, shallow lovers don't know, I can't go to this fire and feathers, almost become crazy. Wow, Reba and Peng Peng sing well, Reba's singing skills are very good. In addition to acting well, Sister Reba is also a master of singing. I like Reba's voice so much, she still has a little smoke smell. Reba's singing skills are really good, this is a cappella, except for the guitar accompaniment of Zifeng's sister, there is no electronic accompaniment, and the cappella can reach this level, it's amazing. Peng Peng's singing is also good, although Peng Peng doesn't have Mao Yiyi's voice, but in this song, he sings another characteristic. The fans in the live broadcast room listened very carefully. Everyone is full of praise for Diliba's singing. Especially this kind of cappella singing without electronic accompaniment and vocal repair, the difficulty is very high, and Diliba and Penyu Zhuan can sing this song very beautifully, which is a special test of singing skills. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 57. Wow, listen so well. Hejian, they all clapped their hands. Reba sings well. Huanglei also gave Diliba a thumbs up. Reba, one more song. Zhang Yuxing said. No, it's time for Sister Yang to sing. Diliba immediately refused, she had already sang, and now it was Sister Yang's turn to sing. Sister Yang, then I'll have a song Milk Bread. Yay! Milk Bread. Everyone is looking forward to Sister Yang singing. Zhang Zifeng, playing acoustic guitar accompaniment. Sister Yang began to sing a cappella song. How was your heartbeat shaken, want to immediately move into your eyes docked, strange love rolled up the storm, for a moment to forget all the reserve, missing is a kind of poison is difficult to quit, when you are determined that you are my only coordinates, how much more do you need to spend, I can monopolize your arms, falling in love with you is like milk falling in love with 440 bread, born a pair to meet and then can't get rid of it, this kind of match is not too much and no less sweet is just right, your laughter is the exclusive formula of happiness, falling in love with you is like milk falling in love with bread, sweet and sour and bitter are the seasonings of love. Sister Yang singing, I have to say, is very beautiful. Her timbre is very, very special. Wow, listen so well, Sister Yang, your singing is so good. Diliba couldn't help but praise Sister Yang. Of course, it was a whispered compliment, for fear of disturbing Sister Yang. Bang bang bang. When Sister Yang finished singing this song, everyone began to applaud. The applause was thunderous. After Sister Yang finished singing, it was Li Feng's turn. Li Feng sang a song Guanshan Wine. This is a national style song. Li Feng likes this kind of national style song. There was no accompaniment, not even Zhang Zifeng did not play the acoustic guitar. Everyone listened to Li Feng singing, I ordered wine from Guanshan, all the autumn is in the throat, there is more boiling snow and wind and clouds, I am 1,000 miles of old people, the green mountains should be white, the young still borrow the silver spear to be merry, several years of wind and snow curl blades, the wind and the lonely day, look at the troubled times, generally rugged and thin, the smoke outside the plug is not broken, and the yellow clouds are all over the. Li Feng's singing voice is very distinctive. His song Guanshan Wine brought everyone into a special sense of picture. Huanglei and the others all listened carefully to Li Feng's singing. Sister Yang, Diliba, and Zhang Zifeng looked at Li Feng like little fans, and their eyes were full of endless admiration for Li Feng. The fans in the live broadcast room are even more boiling. Last time, Li Feng stepped on the bamboo pole on the lake, and sang treading mountains and rivers while performing a single bamboo drift, although the singing voice was the same, but the distance between the film crew was much farther away, so Li Feng's singing was not recorded in place. And now, the program shooting team, in the Mushroom House, has completely filmed Li Feng singing at close range. Therefore, now in the live broadcast room, Li Feng's singing voice is even more beautiful and charming. Wow, my husband's cappella is so good. Husband, I love your voice so much. Brother Li Feng's singing voice will definitely kill a lot of small fresh meat traffic stars in the entertainment industry, right? Love, 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 I'm in love, I'm going to give my husband a baby. I'm alright. Although I am still in confinement, when I saw Brother Li Feng, I immediately jumped up from the bed, and I can still give birth to. I'm a big man, and I like this singing, do I have a problem? The audience in the live broadcast room began to swipe the screen, and they were all fans of Li Feng, whether they were male or female fans, they were extremely excited. After Li Feng finished singing, Li Feng took out the bamboo flute again and played a few songs casually. When Huanglei finished today's dinner, everyone sat around the table to eat. Huanglei made tofu fish, spicy fish, braised crucian carp with green pepper, carp soup, chopped pepper fish, and also made a pot of white rice. Wow, it smells so good. Everyone smelled the smell of fish all over the table, and they were all fascinated and greedy. Teacher Li, you taste it first and give it a review to the students. Huang Lei brought the dishes and chopsticks and sent them to Li Feng. Li Feng picked up the dishes and chopsticks and ate first. Hey, not bad, Lao Huang, your cooking skills have improved again, and this fish tonight has reached at least 1/10 of my level. Li Feng said lightly. Thank you, Mr. Li. With Li Feng's approval, Huang Lei was very happy. Everyone began to eat. No wine. He Jiang sighed. My family's sorghum wine, you can take it as you like. Read the violent novel, go to the Fila Novel Network. Li Feng said. Yuxing, Peng Peng, you go get some bar. Huang Lei said to Zhang Yuxing and Peng Yu. Okay. Zhang Yuxing and Peng Yuji went to fetch wine. 10 minutes later, everyone heard Zhang Yuxing's scream. What's wrong with Yuxing? Huang Lei, they all frowned. Zhang Yuxing rushed in embarrassment. Poof. Huang Lei and the others couldn't help laughing. Peng Yuzhuan came back with wine. Wow. The big rooster really chased him to the mushroom house. Teacher Li, protect me, I'm so afraid of the big. Zhang Yuxing immediately hid behind Li Feng. Xiaohong, you get out. Li Feng immediately said to the big rooster. The big rooster nodded and came out of the mushroom house. Ha ha ha. Everyone laughed again. The farce of the big rooster also ended here, and now everyone began to eat and drink. After eating and drinking, Li Feng said, you guys rest, I'll go back and rest first. Teacher Li, it's night. Huang Lei waved at Li Feng. Sister Yang, Diliba, and Zhang Zifeng looked at Li Feng with affection. Li Feng left, in fact, they were reluctant in their hearts, and they all felt very fun with Li Feng. After Li Feng walked out of the mushroom house, he waved his hand, and the big immediately came to his side. Xiaohong, let's teach that little bug a lesson. Li Feng immediately said to the big rooster. Wow! The big rooster crowed and nodded. Li Feng took the big rooster and went straight to the shore of Lake 3.1. When he arrived at the shore, Li Feng stepped on the bamboo raft, and then took the big rooster and walked in the direction of the center of the lake. Whoa! The lake, turbulent, churning. Come out, little bug. Li Feng scolded in the direction of the bottom of the lake. Uproar! The water of the lake is churning, and it is even more powerful. Then, a big python rushed out of the lake. The big python, dozens of meters long, is extremely fierce. This big python is the big python that Li Feng trampled on the bottom of the lake during the day. To be precise, this is not a python, but a dragon that has guarded the bottom of the lake for hundreds of years and guarded the luck of Daowen village. Wu! Xiaolong was angry, opened his bloody mouth, and ran in the direction of Li Feng, making a gesture to swallow Li Feng in one bite. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 58. Look for death. Li Feng looked at this big dragon that rushed to kill, and he didn't have any fear. When the dragon came, Li Feng suddenly clenched his right fist and killed it in the direction of the dragon with one punch. Boom! Li Feng's punch directly rushed out of a cyan fist. In the next moment, the cyan fist skyrocketed, turning into a bucket-thick, dazzling blue and gold fist. The lapid gold fist instantly killed the 7-inch position of the dragon. Although Xiaolong said that his body was huge, he couldn't withstand the powerful attack of Li Feng's punch. Li Feng is an all-professional grandmaster, he is a martial arts master, and his martial arts cultivation is the first on the earth. No matter how powerful Xiaolong is, he can't withstand the full force of the martial arts master's punch. With this punch, the dragon flew out directly, and then landed in the lake, churning countless waves. The big rooster, taking advantage of this gap, flew out quickly, and also rushed towards the big dragon at a speed like thunder and lightning. In the next second, the big rooster stood at the head of the dragon, and then it pecked hard at the head of the 01 dragon. Whew! Xiaolong was so angry that he hurriedly shook his head, wanting to throw the big out first. However, the claws of the big rooster, like a hard steel needle with a hook, pierced into the dragon's scalp. No matter how the dragon shook its head, there was no way to get rid of the big rooster. The dragon was so angry that he immediately rolled up his tail, and then smashed his tail fiercely in the direction of the big rooster. The dragon's tail is like a sharp sword stabbing at the big rooster. Xiaohong, I'll be back soon. Li Feng immediately greeted the big rooster, at this time, let go of his claws and flew back towards Li Feng. However, the speed of the big rooster was still a little late, and it was swept up a little by the dragon's tail. Wow! The big rooster came to Li Feng's bamboo raft, and its body was wounded and bleeding. Little Red, don't move. Li Feng immediately volleyed into the air into the big rooster and injected a ball of spiritual energy into the big rooster, healing the big rooster's wound. Master, you must kill this little worm, it's so annoying. The big rooster said to Li Feng. Cruelty to animals, you will die. Li Feng didn't say a word, it immediately broke away from the bamboo raft, trampled on the lake, and rushed towards the direction of Xiaolong. Whew! The dragon roared angrily, and it swung its tail towards Li Feng. Li Feng now, how could he let Xiaolong's trick succeed? He had already increased his speed, tread water with both feet, and with a bang, the lake under his feet exploded, and the strong shock wave pushed Li Feng into the air. After Li Feng rushed into the air, he easily dodged the attack of the dragon's tail, and then in this instant, Li Feng rushed towards the dragon with a laser-like speed. Xiaolong only had to use his head to collide with Li Feng. This time, Li Feng did not make a punch, but gestured with his hands in the air with strange movements, depicting some special symbols. Whoa! In the next moment, in front of Li Feng, golden runes appeared. Sleepy. Li Feng pointed at these golden runes, and then pushed them in the direction of Xiaolong. These countless golden runes rushed towards the dragon quickly, and then blocked the dragon's entire body. Golden runes, all illuminating the surface of the lake. Whew! The dragon opened its mouth wide and roared angrily. At the same time, the dragon's huge body also struggled to rush towards the rune wall formed by the golden runes. However, these golden runes are too strong, no matter how this big dragon struggles, these golden runes are as stable as Mount Tai, trapping the dragon to death. Whew! Oh! Whew! The dragon was furious and roared wildly. However, Xiaolong just didn't have any way to break free from this golden rune laid by Li Feng. Let go of me, let go of my. Xiaolong said to Li Feng. If you read a violent novel, go to Filu Novel Network. Li Feng understands the language of beasts, and naturally understands the language of this dragon. Xiaolong has always been considered a beast, but it is different from ordinary beasts, this is an ancient alien species. Humph! Li Feng snorted coldly, and said to this dragon, abuse animals, you don't know how to keep to yourself now, and try to do evil in vain, how can Lao Tzu let you go? Lao Tzu has to peel your skin and cramp you today, you are sealed by Lao Tzu's ancient demon suppression golden light mantra, you can't break away, you can only wait for death. Whoa, whoa! The dragon roared. Die! Li Feng's hands began to tighten. Then, these golden runes also tightened towards the dragon. The ancient demon suppression golden light mantra is a special technique that specializes in dealing with demons and monsters, and is very effective. If it was just an ordinary little ghost and little demon, Li Feng would not be able to sacrifice such a bullish spell as the ancient demon suppression golden light spell. However, Now he is facing such a large dragon that is tens or hundreds of meters long. This is an ancient alien species, so he must be cautious. Be careful to sail the ship of 10,000 years. The primeval demon subduing golden light spell became tighter and tighter, and the dragon was completely controlled. No matter how much the dragon struggled and writhed, it was to no avail. Whoa, whoa! The dragon roared loudest. Then, in the next moment, a black 057 smoke suddenly rushed out of Jialong's body. When this black smoke rushed out, Jialong's huge body became decadent and decayed, and then lay on the surface of the lake, and the blood slowly soaked the surface of the lake. The black smoke that rushed out from the dragon's body instantly condensed into a terrifying and hideous skull image. Whew! The black skull rushed through the primeval demon subduing golden light spell arranged by the golden runes, and then flew towards Li Feng and bit down on Li Feng. So you're the master? Li Feng's eyes were cold. He immediately raised his right hand, and then slapped it at the black skull with one palm. Bang! Li Feng's palm was like a divine palm falling into the sky, and in the void, the palm of his hand suddenly soared with golden light, and then instantly suppressed the black skull, and pinched the black skull in his hand. Li Feng pinched the black skull tightly, with a playful smile on his face, and said, "Demon, you actually possess the dragon. In a vain attempt to bring disaster to the world and destroy the luck of Daowen village, Lao Tzu will let your soul fly away today, and you will never be able to live forever." After speaking, Li Feng increased the strength in his hands. No. The black skull immediately resisted. It is not willing to be so soulless, and it will be scattered. How could Li Feng give it a chance? In an instant, Li Feng completely crushed the black skull, making it scattered. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 59. The black skull is just a touch of the soul of a demon. This divine soul is not terrible in itself, and it can't hurt human beings. However, this demonic soul is directly attached to the dragon, controlling the dragon, and then with the help of the dragon's strong body, you can do evil. In the morning, when Li Feng used a bamboo raft to pick up Diliba and Sister Yang, Xiaolong happened to rush out and was stepped into the bottom of the lake by Li Feng. The more Li Feng thought about it, the more wrong it became, and he always felt that there was something wrong with this. Xiaolong, who has guarded the luck of Daowen village for hundreds of years, logically speaking, is integrated with Daowen village, and should not run out to do evil. And this dragon just ran out to do something. Therefore, on this night, Li Feng came out with a big rooster, but fortunately, the dragon couldn't hold back and rushed out of the lake, and was taught a miserable lesson by Li Feng, and used the ancient demon subduing golden light spell to force out the evil demon possessed by the dragon. Li Feng now understands it completely. It turned out that this dragon was possessed by demons, so he came out to do evil. Li Feng strangled the soul of this evil demon to death to prevent future troubles. Now, Xiaolong, still lying on the surface of the lake. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Xiaolong looked at Li Feng, his eyes were full of endless fear, and he made a cry for help at Li Feng. Humph. Li Feng snorted coldly and said to Xiaolong, "For the sake of your face guarding Daowen village's 100 years of luck, I can spare you from dying. You have been cultivating for thousands of years, and you will be possessed by demons. To put it bluntly, you are still greedy. The moment you have greed, you are not pure, and then the evil demon spirit takes advantage of the void and enters it, and it happens to be attached to your body, and the evil demon controls your body, trying to do evil. If it weren't for me in Daowen village, you would have been manipulated by the evil demon long ago, and you want to make the life of Daowen village miserable, leaving no one alive, right?" Xiaolong hung his head and looked depressed. Li Feng's words were directed to the key point, and he hit the sore spot of Jiaolong. Fundamentally, it was Jiaolong who was greedy. He has been guarding the bottom of the lake for a long time, feeling lonely and unwilling, so he wants to get the immortal ascension as soon as possible and become a real dragon king, and he wants to get out of Daowen village and dominate the sea and all worlds. Because of this greed, it relaxed its vigilance, and then was taken advantage of by the evil demon spirit, and after the demon spirit possessed the body, the evil demon planned to manipulate the demon to do evil and eat all the humans in Peach Village. Fortunately, Li Feng is in Daowen village. Li Feng, as a master of all professional grandmasters, he has reached the top of martial arts, and his magic is all over the sky, and he directly pulled out this demon soul and strangled him to death first. For the sake of your luck in Daowen village for hundreds of years, I won't kill you first. You obediently go to the bottom of the lake to cultivate well, and reflect on your greed and stupidity. You are cultivating the Tao for thousands of years, almost destroyed once. If you want to ascend to the Tao, you must endure loneliness, keep loneliness, and more importantly, you must stick to the bottom line of the principle in your heart. Jealousy and other negative emotions affect your cultivation. You will be taken advantage of by demons because of greed, which also shows that your Dao heart is not firm enough. You go down and continue to cultivate for hundreds of years. See if there is a chance to cultivate the great Dao. You have to remember, no longer greedy. If there is a next time, I can't spare you, I have to slaughter you and roast you. Li Feng glared at the big dragon and said lightly. Yes, yes, yes. Jiaolong nodded without falling. Li Feng's words completely hit the key point of Jiaolong, and made Jiaolong understand how serious the mistake he had made. Jiaolong now has to listen to Li Feng's words. I don't have enough Dao heart and I have done something wrong, so I should reflect on it. In addition, Li Feng's technique is too terrifying. If it dared to show any intention of disobedience, it would definitely be killed on the spot by Li Feng using magic. In order to survive, Jiaolong must also obey Li Feng's words. It has also been cultivated for hundreds of years, and it is still unwilling to die. Li Feng gave it some advice, so that it could see the hope it could get, that is, to keep the loneliness, stick to the bottom line of the Dao heart, and one day, if it can break through the avenue and ascend to the Dao, it will no longer be trapped at the bottom of this lake. Let's go down. Li Feng pointed at Jiaolong. Whoa! The dragon was immediately embedded in the bottom of the lake. Li Feng's palms were raised, and his palms flashed with golden light. Boom! Li Feng's hands pressed down on the surface of the lake. If you read a violent novel, go to Filu Novel Network. 2 golden runes rushed out and instantly sank to the bottom of the lake. Li Feng has set up a protective formation for the lake, which is specially used to monitor this dragon, in case the dragon at the bottom of the lake is playing with any moths. At the same time, this protective formation set up by Li Feng can also play an alarm role, which can prevent the evil demons from taking advantage of the void. With this protective formation arranged, this place can be regarded as completely safe. Little Red, let's go. Li Feng stepped on the bamboo raft. The big rooster also crows. The bamboo raft walks automatically. I have a pearl, which has been locked by dust for a long time. Now the dust is gone, illuminating the green mountains and thousands of flowers. Li Feng recited this ancient poem in his mouth. At this moment, this murderous ancient poem can especially describe his inner emotions. He is a martial arts master. Usually, it looks plain and natural. However, when he really encounters demons and monsters, his murderous intent is incredible. Just like tonight, when he was murderous, the demon spirit was crushed by him, and his heart was ruthless. Soon, the bamboo raft docked. Li Feng took the big rooster and returned to the old yard. It was late at night, and the villagers of Daowen village had already fallen asleep. The Yearning program team, as well as Huang Lei, also slept. Li Feng came out with a big rooster, fought with the dragon possessed by the demon, and killed the demon spirit, before and after less than a minute. Even if the movement was very loud, it did not wake up any villagers. Everyone slept soundly, and they all knew that Li Feng had helped them resolve a potential crisis. This is also what they don't know. If they see it, and even be seen by the yearning program team and broadcast it live, which will definitely cause panic among people. Li Feng also understands that it is still a very bad thing to cause panic in people like this. Li Feng himself is bound to the all-professional Grandmaster system, and he knows the extraordinary things about this world. This world is far from as simple as it seems. Li Feng knows the diversity of this world, but ordinary people don't know it, including big stars like Huang Lei. They don't know, and if he can't let them know, Li Feng tries to keep a low profile, so as not to scare people. Of course, Li Feng is not a virgin. He still does things casually, and he will not deliberately hide himself too much and restrain himself too much for the sake of Huang Lei, a group of big stars. It is very boring to bind yourself. Li Feng just doesn't like to restrain himself. Back in the old yard, Li Feng took a cold shower and went to bed. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 60. The next morning, when the rooster crowed, Li Feng got up. Although Li Feng said that he is enjoying a leisurely life now, he does not like to sleep lazy. He would rather lie flat in the courtyard in the daylight and bask in the sun and eat melon seeds than waste time on the bed early in the morning. Li Feng got up, first ran along the lake in the morning, and then performed a single bamboo raft and walked towards the isolated island in the center of the lake. When he arrived at the isolated island, Li Feng came to the hidden waterfall and began to practice boxing. After playing a few sets of boxing techniques, the breath poured into the whole body, and Li Feng felt particularly refreshing. Li Feng's fist skills, swordsmanship skills, knife skills, and leg skills are all at the level of a peerless grandmaster, and he doesn't need special cultivation. Anyway, he is already the most powerful. He now tried his best to find time to come to the lonely island waterfall and come to cultivate, all in a playful mentality. It is to experience the process of practicing boxing and swordsmanship. For example, now, when he practices boxing, he makes his fists flicker, and lets his true chi swim in the meridian system of his whole body, which is a very, very refreshing feeling. Li Feng just felt that the state was very cool. Now, Li Feng was sweating all over his body. He immediately took off his clothes and pants, then looked at the waterfall, pursed his lips and smiled, and jumped and rushed directly into this waterfall. Before, when Li Feng was not bound to the all-class system, he also came to this isolated island and the waterfall to play by boat, but Li Feng had never been to the water vortex in the waterfall and below the waterfall, and he still didn't dare to try. I heard that there were 603 villagers who heard that there was a golden treasure hidden under the waterfall, so the name of the village sneaked into the waterfall, and finally was swept by the powerful water flow and died in the waterfall whirlpool. Now Li Feng is naturally not afraid of this waterfall whirlpool. Not to mention this small waterfall whirlpool, even in the deepest part of the Pacific Ocean, he can swim normally without any pressure. Poof! When Li Feng jumped into the waterfall, his whole body crossed the thick waterfall, and the next moment, he stood on a stone platform. Huh! Li Feng was stunned. He was now, with the rushing waterfall behind him, and in front of him, there was a huge flat land, but there were also huge rocks above his head. Caves? Li Feng was stunned. It's a bit interesting, but I didn't expect that behind this waterfall, there is such a huge cave. Li Feng remembered Journey to the West. Sun Wukong crossed the waterfall and came to the Huiguo Mountain Water Curtain Cave. Huiguo Mountain Water Curtain Cave, that is a different cave. There is a world inside, the world inside and outside the cave. It is really a double heaven. When I was a child, I watched Journey to the West performed by a 6-year-old child, and Li Feng still remembers the plot of Sun Monkey crossing the water curtain cave. Li Feng just sighed at the big brain of the original author Wu Qinzhen, and never took the plot in Journey to the West seriously. And now, he saw that behind this waterfall, there was also a big cave, and Li Feng's thinking had changed a little. It seems that the novelist may not be all myths and legends, maybe many things are traced in reality. Now Li Feng's acceptance of these is indeed much higher. Many novels are very mysterious and weird, and he used to read novels just to pass the time, and never took them seriously. But now it's different, he himself is bound by the all-class system, and he knows very well that some things are really not fantasy, and all fantasy may become reality. This cave is a bit interesting, go and see it. Li Feng immediately walked towards the inside of the cave. On the top of the cave, there is some light shining in, making the cave appear less dim. Hey, it's cold. The more Li Feng walked inside, the more he obviously felt that the temperature in the cave was getting lower and lower, and in the end, Li Feng had to use his true qi to keep out the cold. He didn't have any clothes on his body now, just a pair of boxer briefs, and if he didn't use his true qi to protect himself, he would be eroded by the cold. Boom. GG. A large swarm of bats flew over. Nearby, there is a rushing water, which is a dark river. This cave is very weird. Li Feng walked in this cave for half an hour, then turned back and did not continue walking. If you read a violent novel, go to Fila Novel Network. He didn't want to go on in this cave, and it felt weird to keep walking. Although he said that the Grand Master was a master, he was not afraid of any danger, but Li Feng didn't want to explore too much about the unknown of this cave, mainly because he didn't wear clothes and pants now, and it was not a matter to wander around in this gloomy cave. Li Feng walked back, and it didn't take long for him to walk to the edge of the waterfall, and he saw the sunlight, shining on the waterfall, forming a colorful color. This feeling was much better, much cooler than feeling in the gloomy cave. Poof! Li Feng jumped and crossed the waterfall, not rushing towards the stone platform opposite the waterfall, but letting his body fall naturally, and falling towards the whirlpool of water below the waterfall. Li Feng instantly rushed into the whirlpool of water below the waterfall. The water whirlpool is particularly deep, and the water waves are also extremely turbulent. Wow, that's cool. Li Feng was rolling in the water, and he felt that it was too cool to roll in the waves. Li Feng was like a fish, rolling in the water. Swim in the whirlpool of the waterfall and enjoy the impact of the waves and the sun. After swimming for about half an hour, Li Feng swam directly under the current. Li Feng's curiosity was very strong now, and he wanted to know how deep this waterfall was hidden under the whirlpool. Li Feng swam down for about 100 meters, and normally speaking, the visibility and pressure of this kind of deep water can make people feel the direction unclearly, and there is a high probability that they will die inside. Even the world's best swimmers would not dare to swim towards this 100-meter deep water without any equipment and rescue measures. But Li Feng is different. Li Feng is a full career grandmaster, he walks in this water, he is very relaxed, he can be integrated with the water, he is more suitable for this underwater world than fish. Hey, what's that? Suddenly, Li Feng felt a cold breath underwater. He immediately swam in the direction of the cold breath. What appeared in front of Li Feng was a large stone more than 1 meter long, which was as black as ink and did not have any impurities. What is this? Li Feng was stunned. In the next moment, Li Feng's huge knowledge information made him understand that this piece of pitch black ink stone was a superb black ink stone. The best black ink stone is a kind of high-quality jade, which generally exists at a very deep bottom. The best black ink stone material is very special, it can be used to carve crafts, and it can also be used to forge weapons. Even if it is a palm-sized piece of superb black ink stone, it is worth a lot of money, and it is not a problem to sell it for tens of millions. Such a large piece of superb black ink stone in front of you is really priceless, and it can be sold for hundreds of millions of dollars casually. Good guy, I'm really lucky today. Li Feng immediately picked up this superb black ink stone, and then swam towards the water. The best black ink stone more than 1 meter long has hundreds of caddies, but fortunately, Li Feng has infinite strength, and it is easy to hold these hundreds of caddies of stones. When he got to the water, Li Feng held the best black ink stone, flew up at once, and then landed on the shore. After putting down the best black ink stone first, Li Feng urged the true qi, first quickly evaporated the water on the boxer panties, and then Li Feng put on his clothes and pants, and then held the best black ink stone, stepped on the bamboo pole, and floated back with a single bamboo. Back in the old courtyard, Li Feng first hid the best black ink stone. Although he is now an all-round grandmaster master, he looks down on money, but this superb black ink stone is a very rare treasure. This kind of good thing, it still can't be discarded casually. In case someone takes it away, it will be troublesome.